Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Great to see you all here this evening. This is Sean Donahoe, and a lot of new faces. Welcome aboard, and it is an absolute pleasure to have you as part of this incredible thing that we put together called Profit Builder. Now, tonight, we're going to do something a little kind of informal. This isn't going to be an official presentation with fancy slideshows. This is going to be a live Q&A. In many ways, this is kind of like what we do in the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle is my membership site, and every Wednesday we do what's called the Ask Sean sessions. Now, just to give you an example, what we do in those sessions is I'll show you some strategies. I'll show you some things that we do, strategies that work in all sorts of different areas of marketing, SEO, social media, lead building, list generation, every aspect. We cover it, basically. And then what we do is we go into a live Q&A right afterwards. Well, we're going to mix this up just a little bit. It's a little bit different. But what we do is basically, I'm going to brain dump, and then you're going to ask me questions, fire questions at me, and I have my beautiful assistant, my lovely wife here this evening, who's going to be fielding questions and directing them at me, and then we're going to be going from there. Now, I'll speak up a little bit. My microphone volume should be pretty high. I'm looking at the VU meters here, and everything's fairly good. So I just want to make sure. Let me just double check. Make sure the input levels. I've got 5x5. I'm going to crank it up to 100% microphone gain. There we go. That's as far as I can go, and everyone else is saying it sounds fine. So if it's a little bit loud or a little bit quiet, crank up your speakers, because otherwise I'll deafen everyone else. We are going to do a replay. Basically, here's what we're going to do. We are recording this session. Okay, there's no pitch. Okay, this is not a covert pitch for, like I see a lot of other people do. We do things a lot differently than most people do, which is one of the reasons we're still in business, to be quite honest. So no, this is all content, all day, every day. So this is going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be firing things at me. I'm going to be sharing some stuff. And I even have, because of you guys being here this evening, I've even got a new template to share with you that hasn't even been released to the cloud yet. So I'm going to give you first access to that tonight. And we'll have a little bit of fun with that. Again, it's a great little lead generation one that I've been testing. Has been working out very, very well for me. It's in my recent tests, it's for what we've been doing in an SEO product, it's been converting at 75%. Well, I'm going to give that to you guys here this evening as well. So again, just to kind of give you an overview, a lot of people have been asking me, why did I build Profit Builder in the first place? The reason being is I wanted to make something that everyone could use. Everyone needs good lead pages. Everyone needs good sales pages, member portals. Just marketing pages in general are a pain in the butt to create. You either need a degree in coding, you need a designer, and it's a pain in the bum. Okay, so I just decided, you know what? I could do this. I can put something together better than everything else out there, in my opinion. And that's what we did. And we spent months doing this. Ended up being a completely different animal than I first envisioned. But as you can see, it's everywhere right now. Everyone loves it. You guys obviously have jumped on board and grabbed it, and thank you so much for doing so. It makes my life a lot easier because, honestly, I built this for you guys. You guys have determined what goes in here, what you need, and we listen to all that wonderful feedback from all of our customers, and we'll continue to do so. This is one of those amazing things that, honestly, it's got so much legs. This is going to be our core and one of our flagship products for a long time to come. So again, this is not one of those fly-by-night, oh, it's now 2 weeks, it's gone, and now we're on to the next thing. This is something we're going to continuously add new features, new designs, new templates, new layouts, basically we're just going to keep on building it up and up and up. And that is very, very cool. Now, there's quite a few. What we're going to do is I'm just going to jump right in. In fact, what I'm going to do here is tackle a couple of questions right off the bat. Let's see. I see a couple here. Let me just Someone saying that, asking a question, is Profit Builder mobile responsive? That's pretty mobile responsive right there. I mean, this is just a showcase of our products, but again, yes, that's pretty mobile responsive right there. And again, yeah, that is mobile responsive. And if you're unsure, this is from Denny, I just want to kind of tackle that. Here's what we do. We actually have a mobile previewer right in the system. And honestly, I'm going to be quite honest. The buzz off the Warrior Forum, I never pay attention there per se. So I don't go in there. I mean, honestly, that's not a place for, if you're serious about business, stay out of there. It'll rot your brain. But if you want to see how things look in different mobile devices, you can just first of all show hide controls. You can just then test in laptop mode, iPad mode. Is that looking okay? Yep, that's fine. And then full mobile mode. And again, you just set it up as you see fit. But yes, it is mobile responsive. So that's a great question. Let's have a look, see what else is in there. Quick question. Are the theme and plugin compatible with other plugins? Do they play nice together? We've only had one plugin that I've heard had a conflict, and we found that was actually bad coding inside their plugin. We try and be standards compliant. In fact, we were working on WordPress 4 compatibility a month before WordPress 4 came out publicly. We were on the beta test. We made sure everything was working perfectly, and then we released it. That was, WordPress 4 came out just before we launched, and we did some final checks to make sure nothing was wrong and there was no kind of hidden problems. There was one little thing. They changed an editor thing. And we had a fix for that right away, and that was way before launch. But again, we've had this in beta test for a month. We haven't heard of any plugin conflicts per se. It's designed to be compliant with WordPress's core. So as long as the plugins and themes you're using are compliant with WordPress, should be no problem at all. We haven't heard of anything yet, in all honesty. Not saying there won't be a problem with something somewhere down the line. Obviously, I can't predict every scenario and every situation, but everything that we've been testing it with so far in our customers, we've not had any reports of a problem. It is designed to work and integrate seamlessly with WordPress, and then anything else that works with WordPress should be fine. So thank you for that. That was from Mrs. AK, and appreciate that question there. Okay, how to rank a YouTube video. Okay, well, this is a Profit Builder one. If you're a member of the Inner Circle, we talk about ranking videos and all that other good stuff in there. We're going to keep this focused on Profit Builder here this evening. So I appreciate that question there from, I'm going to say your name wrong, I expect, Moralid Haran. I hope that was close enough to be acceptable. But if you wanted to create a video, now, that being said, you could create a easy page. Let me actually go back over here. If you want to rank and do something with a video and rank it, you can do that by just creating a new post or page, should I say. I'm doing that over here. And hide. If you want to do it as a blog page, you can leave all your headers, menus on, but you could easily create a video sales page and rank this video. Obviously, you'd want to lay all your keywords in there. Then you'd want all your other stuff within your YouTube video with all of the tags, keywords, everything set up right, names of your videos, all the other good stuff. If you want to really rank it very well, use Hangouts. Use a live Hangout. Those are even easier to rank. And then one thing we did, which actually, I'm going to show you something we did right as we opened. Let me do it this way. This will be an easier demonstration. Live. No, did we do it that way? Live. No, do I do Q&A? How did I not save that? Here we go. Just wanted to make sure we've got it up here. This is something we did. Now, okay, this was a replay, but what we did was we had a nice intro, optimized title and keywords and everything else. Then we had our actual broadcast of our Hangout, and then social sharing underneath and all that kind of stuff. So we focused a lot on the social side of things, which is great because then it gets shared everywhere on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Plus, and everything else. And we were sharing it. We were getting everybody in here. So one thing that you'll find is if you get it shared a lot on social media, you'll also have a greater chance of ranking your page and your video and everything else. Then one thing we do, little tip, which is completely by the by of Profit Builder. If I have a video, I'll do a press release about it, get lots of high authority sites linking to that video. We use a couple of services, WebWire, EmailWire, and what have you. Live PR Submitter is another one that came out recently, is very good. All that authority going to a page ranks that page, and by association helps you with your YouTube rankings as well. Little tip. So, and again, you can do all that with Profit Builder with your layouts, as you can see here. All we did here, I'll just show you. Actually, I'm not logged in here, so what I'll do is I'll just log in real quick. And okay, it's going to put me through the exit exchange. Hey there, this is Sean, and let me shut that guy up, because I'm sure we've all heard enough from that guy. Okay, so let me just now go to live Q&A webinar. Just wanted my editor on the top. And now load that in. And all I did there, guys, was just drop in one row with the YouTube Hangout URL, and that was it. Threw in the social share block at the bottom, which is in your advanced tabs. You can see that. Again, I can turn on all the different, I could put Pinterest in there, Instagram, Tumblr, Pocket, and everything else. And again, that just becomes a very cool little setup. And again, that's all responsive and everything else. And yeah, if you want to see how it looks on the mobile, let me do that. And I'm zoomed. Let me toggle zoom out so you can zoom out. How's it look on even smaller device? No problem. Okay. And again, even your social responsive stuff is all done. So yeah, there you go. Very, very easy stuff. Now, Tam, can you pass me a couple of questions? Because I'm seeing a lot of questions and I'm not going to be able to go through them sequentially. Just toss me a couple that you're seeing there.
Might want to start with just going in and building rows and showing basic stuff.
You know what? That's a great, the activation thing. Okay, let me start with that. We've had a couple of tickets from people who are saying they're having, that they're not seeing the training or they're not sure where their serial is. There's a little bit of confusion, so I want to back up. Let me deal with that first. One thing you need to do, guys, is there were multiple products. If you purchased either the single, multi, or most people went for the professional. In fact, 97% of people went for the professional license. That's great. And then if you bought the Launchpad or the Ultimate Bundle, which were the two additional add-ons, most people activated one product. They didn't activate all of them, okay? Which means you've got access to one thing, but you're not quite sure what the heck happened to the others. And you're like, okay, where's my key? Or where's my download? It's because not all of them were activated. So let me explain this and back up a little bit. Say, for example, I'm over here right now, and you can see that we put a little notice in here, not seeing a code above. So if you don't see your code up here, it's quite likely you didn't activate your front-end product. So if you click on this little thing here, it'll take you to a licenses page. And it says, and we're going to put a video up here explaining what I'm going to tell you here. It says, don't see all your purchases here. Make sure you activate all your products. Check your email to see which network you've used to purchase. Most people used JVZoo, for example. And then click these buttons to access your link. So you'd click on here. It would take you to your customer purchases. And you can see this is a demo account. We've got lots of purchases. You need to activate each one. So, for example, I have activated Ultimate Bundle, but I also need to activate Launchpad and the professional license. That activates all three, okay? Unfortunately, with the way a lot of these payment processors, ClickBank, JVZoo, and all the other ones work, you can't just activate everything all at once. I really wish we could. So you have to go back to where you purchased from, the network JVZoo or ClickBank, because that's where your purchase links are. And then when you click on one of these, say for example, I clicked on Ultimate Bundle here, and then click Access Your Purchase, what will happen is it will come across to our system, and it'll say, you'll get a little video that says, already signed up once. In other words, you've already signed up somewhere along the line. You've created your account. Make sure you click the existing members link in the yellow box. And again, I'll walk through it in this video, but click on this existing members, and then what happens is you click here, and then you log in with your username and password that you've already created right here. If you do that, it then connects your purchases together. In other words, if you've activated the Launchpad but you haven't activated the front end, it now connects them together. Okay, that means, oh yes, you've got this one as well, and you've got this one as well. Now there's only 3 possible products that you could have purchased. So again, you have to go and click on each one to activate it, and that is in your customer.jvzoo.com/purchases. Okay. Now, it's the same thing if you purchased through ClickBank. If you click on this wee button here, and if you check your emails, like, oh well, yes, I did order through ClickBank, you'll see either a receipt from JVZoo or a receipt from ClickBank. If it's ClickBank, it'll have an 8-digit transaction ID. All you do is click on this button. You put in your 8-digit transaction ID here, and then your email address. So for example, for this one, and I'm just going to show you as a quick demo. So say, for example, that was my purchase, and I can't copy and paste it for whatever reason, RPLQQ7ME. Okay, just wanted to type that out while I could see it. And then whatever my email was, which was test user, copy and paste that one, go figure. And then what happens is it'll pull up your order, and it'll show you, here's all of your products that you ordered. Professional license, Ultimate Bundle, Profit Launchpad. Great, I've got all of them. Click on the download link. It creates, this will do the same thing. It'll go over to, can everyone hear me okay? So my wife was prompting me for a sound check. Can you hear me okay? Can I get just a quick sound check, 5x5 or what have you? Yep, all good. Okay, cool. Some people drop out. I mean, we're broadcasting. We've got a lot of people here right now. And, you know, depending on your internet connection, we're broadcasting at a very high speed, but sometimes GoToWebinar is a little funny. So again, you can click on each one of these. If you go view details of each one, it'll give you the download link for each one, and it'll do exactly the same thing. It'll take you to the sign up page, click on existing user, activate it. You're all good. You know how many products you purchased. Just make sure that when you go to the licenses page, which is, you'll find it up here and here, it'll tell you which products you've ordered. And as you can see, for example, I've got the professional license, which has given me 50 keys. Okay. One thing I'll note, that if you buy the professional, you have unlimited keys. You just have to use all 50 first and then request more from our members area. You have to go to our customer service panel, request more. We've had people do some naughty things in the past when we've given unlimited licenses right up front. So again, we've got to be a little careful. So yeah, you use up your 50 first, and then we'll just keep adding more to your account as you need them, just as a clarification thing. So we are going to put up a little video up here tomorrow that, again, kind of explains just what I just talked about. But that's the way. If you're not seeing all of those little pieces in your members area, and you're like, oh, I can't access the training, or something's not quite right, I know I ordered this product, you will get that. The other thing that we did, which again is just a kind of side note to this, if I go to WP Profit Builder, members, now I have to remember the URL myself, wrong, there we go, wrong membership. If you click on a product you know you've purchased and you don't have access, like say Launchpad or Ultimate Bundle, it'll take you to this wrong membership page. Again, I walk you through the same thing in this video. Already bought this product, find your purchase links here, boom, boom, boom. If you don't, you can upgrade, and we'll go through all that. Now, some people were asking what the upgrades were, the additional add-ons. Does anyone actually want to know what those were? Would you like me to show you real quick what the additional add-ons were? I'm thinking there's a few People were asking that. Yep, okay. Perfect. Okay, let's do that real quick. Now, there's a couple of things. And let me go back to the Launchpad. The Launchpad is a very, very cool system. One thing that I'm very keen on is making sure I streamline everything. And I mean everything. So what I did is I built a highly optimized authority blog setup. And basically, I wrapped it up in a nice little bundle for you. So let me showcase what this can actually do. So for example, if you want to go find you want to create a new blog or a new authority blog or a niche site or something like that, you can come over here. There's like 4 steps, okay? 2 of them you can skip. For example, if I wanted to create a site about acne, I could type in the word acne, and I've got a very powerful domain finder that I built that allows me to determine the rankability of any keyword. So for example, if I went acne, let's say acne, let's do this, natural acne cure. It's very specific. And I hit enter, and it goes and finds me domains that will rank. It finds .com, .org, .net, .infos, and it finds all different variants. So for example, naturalacnecure.org has a 99% rankability according to my algorithm. It's a .org, keyword count 3, very laser focused. And if you want to order it, it'll go through it. Now, these are all brand new domains. They're not age domains. But in the training, we talk about finding age domains and a couple of really cool tactics and resources that I use. So that's if you want to find a domain. Next is if you want to set up your host, how you set it up, basically. The really cool part is actually setting up the actual site. Because we have a site installer. All you do is put in your name, your FTP information, your SQL information, you fill out a couple of forms, and literally you can build an entire high authority website in minutes. I mean, it's already optimized for SEO, it's optimized for ranking, caching, speed, you name it, it's set up in here. And it's set up with a high authority blog front end, lead capture, it's already set up for advertising. I mean, it's amazing. It's like I've sat next to you and built with you an entire site that I use and I will rank for every single day. And I'm basically walking you through that, but I'm doing it basically for you. And then if you want to customize it, the last step is a customization. I'm showing you, okay, here's your base setup. Now go make it your own. And I show you how to change the logos, how to change all the advertising, how to control the widgets, how to use. This is basically getting the most out of the theme. Very, very powerful indeed. Now, the ultimate bundle, well, this gets a little scary, okay? The ultimate bundle is a ton of my best products. It includes some very, very powerful extensions for Profit Builder, including, okay, let me just go through these real quick. Photo Ninja. Now, we built Profit Builder to have an incredible extensions library. We can build anything else, bolt it right in to Profit Builder. For example, Photo Ninja allows you to tap into 20 or 250,000 high quality royalty-free images at zero cost. And it's a plugin, it just adds an extra element, which again, you just type in a search box. And I might showcase this in a few minutes. I think I've got it installed on my test site. The other one is Instant ASON. This allows you to create very, very powerful one-click Amazon stores, and they're literally one-click, one-page micro stores. It's beautiful what this can do. I love it. In fact, and the other one is the marketing graphics pack, and we've got like megabyte, many hundreds of marketing enhancement graphics that you can literally just one-click, boom, done. That's great. We also have Rapid Mailer, which is another one of our flagship products. Is basically an autoresponder for WordPress. It's very, very powerful. It's up to this point, it was our most popular product. Now, Profit Builder has now doubled in sales volume. Just to give you an idea, guys, Rapid Mailer was our best launch ever. Okay, Profit Builder has met and surpassed that in 2 days. That was a 14-day open cart. It's still selling now, but it's again, at that time, within the launch period of 2 weeks, yeah, we've doubled that in 3 days. We also have Backlink Commando, which is one of our really cool little ranking tools. We've got PingFresh, which is another one of our traffic and ranking tools. Magnet, lead generation, and lead generation. So we've got a whole ton of stuff in here. There's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. And if you bought that, if you buy this, it was only $97. It's a no-brainer. If you want to get the link, does anyone want the links to these just out of curiosity? Oh, someone's asking for a demo. Let's do a demo real quick. Let me see. I think I've got it on deploy, and I'll show you a quick Amazon test. I think this Amazon test, this is one of my test sites where we beta test everything. But again, that was just created in seconds. In fact, what I'm going to do, let me go over here. Yeah, you have to install, well, actually, here's what it does. If you install these plugins before Profit Builder, it'll tell you, hold on, install Profit Builder first, what are you doing? So that's something we put in there so you didn't have a problem. But it does say, hey, I need this first. So that's, again, we try and do a lot of kind of cool stuff like that.
Can you still get the OTOs?
Yes, you can still get the OTOs. Who would like the links to those? Just I'll post those in a second. Let me just show you all the bits and pieces first, and then I'll give you the links to those because a couple of people are asking for that. So what I'll do is here is I'll go over to, actually, let me go to Pages and go over here. Okay, bear with me a second. Load the loader. Okay, so someone give me a keyword, something they might sell on Amazon, or that you might be interested in selling on Amazon or putting on your site. Let's see. I can't even pronounce that, Julie. Skateboard. That's an interesting one. Okay. Skateboard. Let's have a look. Takes just a few seconds. Boom. There's an infinite number of skateboards. Again, all done in a second. And you can set how many you want. Maybe I only want 8. I want to put them on the bottom of a page where I'm talking about skateboards. So I've got all the best skateboards. I can order them by, let's see, price high to low. Let's put the most expensive ones right at the top. Boom, done. And then you can change all of the colors, the settings, if you want to increase the size of the prices. And again, someone who's saying, you know, when I read that about, oh, the Profit Builder is not responsive, I just wanted to kind of show you, yeah, we are all the way responsive. Okay, we focus a lot on responsiveness. So yes, just to show you there as well. There you go. So lots and lots of cool stuff there. But let's also add in some of the other stuff that we talked about. Let me check here. Marketing graphics. So let's throw in, for example, I'll select an image. Maybe I want a 100% money back guarantee, or let's see, dollar values. Okay, $397 value, well, that one. Let's choose that. Boom, done. Inserted. You can put it wherever you want, insert it in different areas, blocks. And there's literally got tons of these. Section headers, let's see. Okay, we'll add that in there instead. Here's exactly what you get. Just all sorts of great marketing elements. But let's now take it to the Photo Ninja. Okay, let me quickly add a new row. And I'm going to add 3 columns, and I'm going to drag that up. Okay. So someone give me, we're going to take 3 keywords. Let's see, give me a keyword, guys. Give me something for a picture, okay? And keep it clean. Okay, keychain. Okay, helmets. Okay, this is for products. Sorry, not for products, but keyword for a photo. Okay, coffee maker. Let's do a search for coffee. Okay, so I'll do a search for coffee. I think I installed a key in this one. I did this as a live demo, and then I realized I didn't have my API key in here. No, okay. Let me try it. Okay, someone suggested Mustang. Let's try that. Actually, it's not finding. Okay, Mustang. I hit the wrong button. I need to hit search, not save content, because I'm a Wally. Okay, so there's a Mustang. Perfect. Let's add that. Okay, let's try coffee then. Again, I'll just create a Photo Ninja advanced. Okay, and then let's do a search for coffee. Surely we have lots and lots of coffee pictures. There we go. Done deal. So again, we're getting all this really high quality studio stuff. Weight loss. Skateboard keychain. Okay, exotic. Okay, this is for photos, so let's see what we can pick here. Let me try, someone mentioned terrier. I like that, terrier. Okay, maybe search for German Shepherds in a minute. There we go. That looks like my old dog Gizzy that used to love biting my feet. Okay, so there you go. So again, boom, done. Now, again, is this mobile? You bet your butt it is. Let's do it again. So there you go. All mobile. All the way, all day. All good. So there you go. Very, very powerful stuff. And again, you can see there's lots and lots of applications. Now, someone's asking about IonCube. You no longer have to worry about IonCube. We're not using IonCube, okay? So if you have a question or concern about IonCube, download the latest version, 1.1.3 currently. We are going to be releasing 1.1.4 tomorrow, but you can download the latest version now. As it stands, no IonCube problems. Don't even have to worry about it. So there you go. Do you need to delete the current version? You can. It should automatically say, oh, you don't have Ion. If you've got an older version, one of the first versions released, and say, oh, you need IonCube, just go into your plugins, delete, deactivate and delete, and then install the new version. You should be good. And I mean, it does auto update. You can check for updates. It will load the newest version and wipe out your old version. Any pages you create, by the way, are protected. You don't have any problems with it. Now, someone's asking, are these pictures royalty free? Yes, they come from a site called Pixabay, and they are all free to use without link attribution, unlike Flickr and many other places. Just to show you guys, again, Pixabay, and it has an API which we hook into. You have to create an account, and we go through this in the training for Photo Ninja, but you can sign up and then you get a API key, and it allows you. And you can see just here, finding free images of high quality is tedious task due to copyright issues, attribution requirements, or simple lack of quality. This inspired us to create Pixabay, a repository for stunning public domain pictures, your source for free vectors, free drawings, and free photos. You can use any Pixabay image without attribution in digital or printed form, even for commercial applications. We found that, and we thought that was absolutely amazing. So we built a wrapper for it and gave you that as part of the extension for that. So again, just even that is amazing. Let's see. Actually, someone said that we recommend that you don't use Pixabay. It's banning WP plugins that are using Pixabay API. Actually, we have spoken with Pixabay, and they're fine. We told them exactly what we're doing, and we're having no problems at all. So just to give you a heads up, we have actually spoken with Pixabay before we even created this. And we're using, here's what happened. A lot of people were scraping Pixabay. We don't do that. We do it via your personal API. You have your own API application. We show you how to set all that up. We actually check with them how to use this and everything else, and we made sure it was very, very cool. They actually looked at what we were doing and said, that's wonderful, love it, go right ahead. It's, again, you just have to be, you have to basically do it the way we told you to, that's all. So again, a lot of people, that's a great point there, Greg, and I appreciate you bringing that up, so no problem. Okay, let's see. What, we've got so many other questions here. I'm going to try and get to as many of the most common ones as possible. What was the other one? Okay, I've shown you all the extensions. Rapid Mailer, someone's asking about that. I really want to keep it focused on Profit Builder, but I'll just show you imsemail.com just to give you a quick. I'll just give you a quick screeny of this. This is a place where we demo Rapid Mailer. It's a very, very powerful product. Let's see, I'm just waiting for it to log in. So here's Rapid Mailer. This is kind of our live spy. Has a dashboard, tells you all your stats, what's going on, where, how, why, where, and when. Tells you what's open, what's closed, your bounce rates. It tracks clicks, tracks subscriptions, unsubscribes. You can even literally live spy, where I can actually look on as people are clicking, where they're clicking in the world and all sorts. It's a very, very powerful autoresponder system. And a lot of people use it as a replacement for the monthly fees, because they can broadcast using Amazon SES, SendGrid, Mandrill. And again, this is not a pitch for this, but again, if you've got we've got full training, a full website with everything on how to set this up, how powerful it is. If you go to imserapidmailer.com, if you want to learn a little more about it, it goes into a lot more depth than I really should go into here. Okay, Tam, find me another couple of questions, because otherwise I'll go off on so many tangents, and I want to keep focused here, because you know what I'm like. See how I work that, guys? I admitted my fault. See, there you go. That's how you keep a happy wife.
Give everybody the OTO links.
Okay, OTO links. Okay, I'm going to put them in the chat box. If you have not got them and you would like them, they are no-brainers. I'll be quite honest. I'm going to give you, let's see, check Launchpad. And I'll give you this one. I'm going to strip off any tags. I'm going to put this in the live chat. This is for the live site builder right there. And again, that's only $67, which when you consider when I used to build websites for people and clients, which was a long time ago, I used to charge $5,000 to $10,000 a time. Okay, that's the first one. That's the Launchpad. The next one is the Ultimate Bundle, which, like I say, includes some of my best traffic, conversions, list management, list building, SEO tools, and the whole shebang, plus those great extensions that you're seeing here. That's in the Ultimate Bundle. And honestly, the Amazon one is worth $100 by itself. So basically, you're buying that, you're getting the rest absolutely free. It's the way I see it. That's that second link in the chat box of GoToWebinar. And that's, so just for those who want, wpprofitbuilder.com/check/launchpad. And then if you want the other one, Ultimate, okay? Again, this is not a pitch. People are asking, I'm giving questions. I hate it. I said right at the beginning, I'm not pitching. I really don't want to be pitching anything here. This is all content. I just want to help people get their stuff. So, okay, cool. What we'll do now then is find me another question, and let's tackle some more. By the way, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to try and keep this to about 90 minutes. If we go over, we go over. But I do want to try and answer as many questions as possible. Okay.
Okay. Why don't you show them how to jump in and like load a page, save a template?
Would you like your free gift?
Yeah. What free gift?
Oh, I got a free gift for everyone tonight.
Oh, okay.
Let me do that. I'm going to show you how to import a template.
Good.
I'm going to show you how to deploy it, and then how to modify it. Okay, so let's kind of tackle it from scratch. So, okay, let's create a new page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here, and then we'll go to, now I forgot on this one, I added a couple of little things. So let me go over here. Okay, I'm going to go add, okay, let's change this page, the way we're going to do. So we're going to call this really cool opt-in demo, okay? Because funnily enough, it's going to be a really cool opt-in demo. Let's do what it says on the tin. So I'm going to create this. I'm going to turn off the header, the breadcrumbs, the menu, and everything else. I'm basically going to give myself a blank page, which is very cool. Now, one of the other things that I didn't really mention that much in the training is that you can easily put in background images, embed background videos. You can also retarget. One thing we've done with this launch, for example, and again, if you're part of the inner circle, I cover about, I literally break down how we, okay, I'm going to be honest, guys, we did $250,000 in 48 hours, okay? But I'm going to we break down how we did it. If you really want to learn marketing, be a part of the inner circle. There's links for that that go into it in a little more detail on the WP Profit Builder site. Again, I don't want to pitch here, but do check that out. If you're a member of the inner circle, we actually reverse engineer what we did to make this launch so damn cool. But one of the things we do a lot of is retargeting. We buy a lot of traffic through Facebook and many other different systems. And again, every page can have its own custom retargeting code. Very, very cool feature. I didn't mention much of it, so I'm just mentioning it now. But let me just put that in here. And what I'm going to do is, while I'm doing this, I'm going to launch the editor. I'm going to put, and if you hear my dog in the background, I do apologize. He is outside telling everyone off, and he's doing it right outside the office window. But what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to quickly publish this in a cloud link so everyone can download the bonus right now, the special thing I was doing here this evening. Let me just now I just got to find this on my desktop. It's right here. It's called Super Simple Opt-in. Can I zoom in?
I don't know whether you can get closer.
Can I zoom in a little bit? I'm not sure that I can. I can zoom in on my browser maybe. Let me see. You know what? I really shouldn't, because that's going to blow up some of the viewer and the templates. I was thinking, can I do that easily? Probably should not. So because I'm broadcasting in well, excuse me. And as you can tell, I work from home, and this is 100% a live broadcast as people are trying to. What the hell was that, baby?
Probably someone trying to sell us something.
Okay, so yeah. Yes, I work from home, and I have two dogs, as you can maybe guess, who don't understand the concept of live broadcast. Furry butt, shut it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good having an early warning system. Yes, I have two German Shepherds. Well, one German Shepherd, and we don't know what the rest of it is. But she's a doll. She's an early warning system. She makes Scooby-Doo look like John Rambo, though.
Just let everybody know again, we are recording.
Oh, yes, and we are recording. And that part won't be edited out because, hey, it just goes to show we are live. So anyway, I'm going to import a template. So you can see that it just pops open an editor. And then I'm going to use this template that we prepared. And again, all built in Profit Builder. You just click, drag, and then click Start Upload. Very, very quick, very easy, and now it's installed. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to give you a link to it. Now I'm going to do this here. And again, I'm going to put that right in the chat box. That should work without problems. Please click that link and tell me if it downloads for you, okay? I just want to make sure that we've got people who say, yep, that downloads and that link works. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me show you actually deploying it. So I'm going to click Load Page, and then I'm going to click Load Template, and then at the very bottom of my list is this new one, Super Simple Opt-in Page Legend. And it is legendary. Very, very simple. Boom, that's it. It's a ultra brain dead simple two-step opt-in. It's got a pre-headline, a headline. Click the button below to download the cheat sheet now. And again, I could do that with just a simple PDF or something like this. I did this with solo mails, and it converted like wildfire. I've done this with paid traffic, converted like wildfire. And if you click on it, very simple. We don't deal with pop-ups or any of that other crap that just gets in the way or is now being blocked by all the pop-up blockers out there. They're learning how to handle, like, I'll be quite honest, a lot of lead page style pop-ups and double opt-ins and all that kind of stuff. We do it right live, right in here. Why distract them with another pop-up, which kind of is rude? We just do it, boom, okay, here you go, download the cheat sheet, put your email in, it's on its way. It's as simple as that. To me, I've split tested this converts far, far better. Go ahead, Tam, what were you going to say, honey?
Some of the people can't see the links on an iPad, but, I mean...
They can't see the links?
They're watching this on an iPad, so they can't see the links you just posted.
Okay, what I will do, guys, and that's a very, very valid point because the GoToWebinar on the iPad doesn't show that. So what I will do, guys, is in the replay, because the link I just posted was a CloudFront link and is a very long link. I will post these links under the replay for everyone, okay? So just to try and make it easier, because honestly, the one I just posted, you don't want to try and type. And I'm going to sneeze, so hold on a second. Oh, I hate this. I've been having this cough and a cold for like 2 weeks. I was feeling like death warmed up right before the launch of Profit Builder, so you probably hear it in the training in my voice. It's horrible. So excuse me. Hopefully that will abate. But there you go. I'm going to give you that. This is yours. You've got it right now. That's how you load a template. And you can see I've got many, many others in here. Let me load in another one, for example. And it's thinking about it. Okay. Let's load in the sales page. This sales page, for example, again, just to give you a full disclaimer and disclosure, my sales page for WP Profit Builder is based on this very theme. Now, we added to it, we customized it a little bit. The core of it was this, and it made us $250,000 in 48 hours. Okay, just want to reiterate how much I'm giving you as part of this system, okay? This is the page that everyone was copying. When I first came out with this for RapidMailer, everyone was copying what I was doing because they saw that we did with RapidMailer, that was almost a $500,000 launch in 14 days, okay? Everyone started copying my layout because they saw how much money we did. And then everyone was using it, making us a metric ton of money. Well, we've taken it to the next level. I'm giving you basically the exact layout I use, and here's why. Because it's been so successful for me. So again, you can take this, customize it to suit your needs, and you're good to go, whatever you want to do. Now, again, when you're doing these kind of pages, if you want to tweak them, tweak them. If you want to make them look different on your mobile devices, then go ahead. The cool thing is you don't need to be a coder. You don't need to be a master of design. You just drag and drop and start rocking. You can copy and paste these elements between pages, combo them in any way, and you're sure to be good to go. For example, if I'm going in here, I want to change the call to action on this button, no problem. I'll go in here, I'll change the text. Maybe I want to make this 97, no problem, okay? If I want to go in here, this is a title. What do I want to do? Okay, well, I can open it up in the editor. So why are so many marketers using the blue widget? Because that's what I'm selling now. Okay, great. Well, let's change that. Let's make it blue. Okay, boom, done. Let's italicize it and bold it. Okay, so now I'm changing it, and I can change it to suit my own needs. If I don't like that, well, I can play around with it. If I want to drop in, say, a video, let me do that. I'll just show all these elements on the side. You've got a choice of everything. So there's a video. Grab it, drop it where I want it, drop it like it's hot, and there you go. Very easy, very powerful. I can change that from YouTube to my own streaming MP4 or embed code from EVP or EVS. And again, it's very, very powerful and very, very simple. So you've got a lot of different options. That's the cool thing. Now, Tam, give me, while I very try and undiscreetly blow my nose for a second, give me another question here.
How about some general, did you already do the loading of the templates? Where do you load templates?
There's a couple of ways you can do it. You can import a template right here and drag and drop, or from the back end, what you can do, you go to Profit Builder. And this is a really cool, again, we have a full template management system in here where you can deploy from the cloud. And as we're adding new templates, they will appear here. And you can see that we've got quite a few here. I'm going to just click, for example, that one. I like that squeeze page. It's one of my favorites. Again, I just click the install button. It installs in seconds. No messing around with downloads. No faffing around trying to set something up on someone else's website and then half-assedly deploy it on your own website because their system doesn't work right, or it's got a new glitch, or they've completely changed the way everything works and broke all your pages. Mentioning no names. I've had that happen a lot recently. So we basically just made it dead simple. Just click, boom, done. For example, here's a Teespring one that Teespring's very hot right now. We decided, okay, let's do a Teespring one. We also did, someone was saying, oh, can we do an Amazon or an affiliate review page? Yeah, no problem, done. Literally, you just see, you can find something that's close to what you want, then install it, and then customize it. We even did, I was selling a domain. So I just decided to create a domain for sale one and sell a domain. I put it on Flipper, sold the domain, it was all good.
Explain Launchpad. They do the same thing. So.
Launchpad is not the same. Launchpad builds an entire website. Literally, just to kind of distinguish, Profit Builder is a plugin that bolts onto any website that you've got currently. Okay. The theme, Profit Builder plugin can work on any website with an existing theme. The theme is an optional theme, which you can then combine the two, and you've got ultimate power. In fact, the WP Profit Builder members area, the sales site, everything was done with a combination of Profit Builder and the Profit Builder theme. Launchpad basically does everything from scratch. It will install WordPress with all of the plugins, Profit Builder and the Profit Builder theme, pre-installed and configured, along with caching plugins, SEO plugins, all of my favorite plugins that are free to use, and it's literally builds an authority site for you. Now you take that entire site, customize it, and do whatever you want with it. So it basically is as if you were just creating an entire site from scratch, and it does it all for you, automatically deploys it, and then you go customize it. So it's kind of like all done for you as much as humanly possible. That's the delineation, okay? The Launchpad does everything at once. It builds an entire website from scratch. With the front end, you can deploy it on an existing website. You've got all those separate elements, if that makes more sense. Hopefully that, I can't explain it I don't think any more.
It basically takes Profit Builder, installs WordPress, installs Profit Builder, and installs the themes for you.
Yeah, and
it does it all in one shot.
Well, it doesn't install it installs the theme. Yeah. You still choose which marketing layout you want. But besides that, it also builds all of the, in fact, let me just show you. I'm going to show you the back end. I can't show you the front end. Let me just see if I can find it. Sites, blog. I can only show you some of the stuff that we put in the back end, because the front end, because it's a part of our deployment system, is not visible. So just to show you, this is an example of it here. We set up our site duplication system, site cloner, WordPress SEO, related posts, and all sorts of flyout stuff, sliders, punch fonts, WP Insert, our backup system, and there's lots and lots of other stuff in here that Jetpack. In fact, there's been a few updates, so I need to push out an update, but we have our all-around slider, better RSS widgets. Literally, it's all pre-configured for everything, and it's literally everything you could want in one system, all done for you. We've got security in here with WordFence set up the way I want it, W3 Total Cache the way I want it. It's basically the framework I use for almost my most popular sites. And so it does all of this for you. There's no faffing around. It's all pre-configured. Boom, here's a brand new website. Now go customize it. And it's literally as simple as that. Very, very powerful setup. And again, all you do is fill in a few details and it builds the rest of the site for you. Okay, so with that being said, okay, let's see. Give me another question, Tam. And I'll just close a couple of windows here. Okay.
Want to cover multi-site?
Multi-site. Okay, that's a little tricky one because I haven't got a multi-site set up, but this does work on multi-site. Both the theme and the plugin are designed to work on multi-site. Now, one thing I do a lot of is I set up huge networks with WordPress multi-site, and it's very cool, especially if you're doing a lot of PBN stuff, which is what we do. And we use WordPress MU for a lot of that, which is very, very cool. We create basically our own WordPress.coms. And yes, this does work perfectly with WordPress MU. All you have to do is network activate your plugin and your theme, and you're good to go. Now, the cool thing is, one word of caution, depending on your licenses, okay? If you set up your MU environment to use subdomains, each one of those subdomains is treated as a separate URL. If you're using the folder approach, so it's like your domain / site one, that's fine. That's considered one domain. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, you can get yourself in trouble real fast with all your APIs and everything else. You have to do them individually. So there you go. Okay, give me another one.
How do you make the video smaller or larger?
Very cool, very easy. Right now, we have it set to be responsive, and I advise you to do that where you can. The reason being is you want to be responsive. If someone's using a smaller screen, you can lock it. For example, I could go 850 by 478, and it locks it down and that. The only problem is that when you go, if I toggle the controls right now, and then go like that, it breaks the response. Well, actually, I need to go preview a page. Let me correct myself there. Let me turn that off. So save the page, preview the page. If I show you this, where this particular element is, excuse the AC/DC riffs. So say, for example, that's my button right now. If I try and reduce the size, you can see everything else becomes responsive, but that does not, because we've locked in the size. So the best way to do it is by limiting the actual element or the row. Here's another way to do it that is, to my mind, is probably going to be the easiest way for you guys to do it. Now, we use a lot of responsive code. We do a lot of embeds, for example, with Easy Video Suite and Simple Video Pro. And I could go, say, for example, I could grab an element with, say, a thin side and then one in the middle. So I do that. If I want to keep it responsive, I could come down here, drop that in, and I could drop the video being responsive right in the middle. So if I come to content, video, that keeps it small. But again, when I go, and I'll just preview page, I had to save it first. But this is a way you can get the best of both worlds. Let me shut that up. So now you see it's a much smaller video. And again, you can choose all the different rows, but you can see it's still responsive. And at a certain stage, it becomes full screen again. So that way you keep all of the responsiveness of the system. That makes it so much more exponentially powerful that it just makes your life easier, okay? So you can do all sorts of different things just like that based on however big you want it to be. Now, again, if I come back over here, that was one. Let me take the really, really thin one, which is this one. Just a, again, comparative sizing. So I could take that, and then I'll duplicate this row. This is really cool. Duplicate an item. Now I'll drag it wherever I want it. There we go. So again, now I've got a bigger video. You've got a size. You've got a choice. Do I want small? Do I want bigger? Or do I want full screen? Or what have you? So again, all of these now become responsive. Makes life a lot easier. And again, you can do that with Vimeo videos and all the other really cool ones as well. So there you go. That's that. Okay. Another question, honey.
How about opt-in forms?
Opt-in forms. What specifically about opt-in forms? Just doing one?
How to put one in.
Okay, very simple.
Make it work.
Okay.
Like adding your code. And,
trying to think of a good. I've got plenty of. I'm just trying to think what's the best example to give. So what I'll do is I'm going to load that simple opt-in that we just did. So there's the legend one. Okay, grab that. So say, for example, I wanted to change this opt-in. Okay, what I'm going to do is on my other screen, I'm just going to grab some base opt-in code from somewhere. So bear with me. I'm just going to grab. Actually, I was approached by the CEO of SendReach the other day who wanted to integrate this, which I was very flattered with. They wanted to make sure that we integrated with them. So we can add SendReach now to our caps and that's very cool. I'm going to say, now what I'm doing is on one of my other monitors, I'm just quickly grabbing some code. And so say, for example, and I'm going to do that over here. Say, for example, this is my Aweber code, okay? And I'm just going to go literally copy that. You want to go to, I will install my form. You want to get the raw HTML because, again, that's what we process. It makes life so much easier than every other API restriction. Why? Here's a reason why. With a lot of the API installations, they force you to go through, your confirmation, and they force you to send a confirmation. That's crap to me. So what we do is we just stick with form integration. You just paste your code in, it processes, it delineates all your form code, the methods, your form fields. You can now select whether you want to show, for example, the name field or not. So if I went that way, yeah, no problem. There's the name field, boom, 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 done. In this case, I don't want the name. I actually generally don't ask for the name anymore. I used to all the time. Just going between whether you go name or no name. Honestly, I found that I have had a much greater sign-up ratio and a very minimal drop-off in clicks. So in mathematical terms, I'd much rather have the sign-ups and engage directly without using a name. And it actually worked out much, much better. Now, we've done this, again, split test for years on this. And it's just worked out so much better. So very rarely, especially when I'm doing paid traffic, you want to minimize the barriers to entry. This is one of the reasons two-step opt-ins work so well. It's called micro commitments. You see, there's nothing stopping me clicking this download link. The only thing is, yeah, okay, I've now committed to a positive action to get what I want. So I've kind of sealed in my own desire by action. Now I can put this in, and I'll put an email in, and I'm good to go. Okay, fine. Micro commitments work very, very well. So again, it's automatically assigned my email field. What style do I want, vertical or otherwise? If you want to enable the two-step, all you do is come down here, click two-step, and again, you just have what's the lead-in text and your actual button text, and that's it. Again, you can just decide what kind of element you want to put in there. For example, with this one, let me just close this. And again, you can control everything from the button size, the texts, the styles. I mean, just to show you real quick, if you don't like this blue button, no problem. Let's have a look at the button type. Now I'm going to change it to a CSS3 style. So there's another one, and I could say, okay, let me now go 3D. I'll put a bright orange 3D button there, or what have you. Or if I change my mind, you know what, I'm going to go back to custom text. Yeah, no problem, done deal, whatever you like. Now, someone's saying about size. Well, again, this is all responsive. So let me just take it down to iPad, and let me take it down to mobile, and you're good to go. So again, you can change it that way if you wanted to. This is in a kind of narrow left and right. If you want to take it down even narrower, you could do this. And again, I could take this, quickly drop it here, drop it here. And again, I might want to change some of my elements if I wanted to. And again, I'll take that down here. And there's a little doohickey up here. Actually, put that there. They say I don't like the way that now stacks. So what I'll do is I'll take that. I'll take that row. I'll add a little bit of padding on top. Okay. Actually, a bit too much. Okay, that's cool. I don't like the way that stacks. You see the way that broke there for most screens. So I'll take that down. Maybe just slide that down a little bitty.
Can you put a background behind it?
Oh, absolutely. You want? Can you put a background on these? I'm going to show you how to go super sexy.